approach and offer some scratches. He invites me in. Enjoys his scratches. He twists himself into the strangest shapes when he gets scratches. It's so cute. Maybe he wants me to scratch under here again. This is offering him a service because he can't scratch this area by himself. Hello and welcome to another live session with Sundancer. He's just finishing up his dinner, so we'll see if he wants to come and have a session. Hi, friend. Starts out by whacking his head on the post. Very good, buddy. Goodness. Yeah, help you with all these. He's got a lot of gnats on his face right now. Very good. Here he's asking me to scratch him. No problem. See if he'll follow me over here. Something over there spooked him just a little bit. That's okay. Very good. He must be extra itchy today. I put this down so I can give him 2 hands. All the good scratches. All right. As of right now, it seems like he's really preferring scratches as his reward over the hay. The last session was awesome. My camera, unfortunately, cut off, so I wasn't able to record that one for you guys. But he has been doing awesome. I can touch down his front legs. He's enjoying these back scratches, and I can even reach across to the other side with my arm and scratch both sides at once. He really enjoys that. And then we can make our way down his legs, using the scratches as a reward. Seems like he got a little uncomfortable right there, so I just stopped real quick. Seeing as we're going to need to be worming him soon, I would like to go ahead and get him used to me touching next to his mouth as well. So that's what you see me doing here. He looks away, I'm going to leave him. And if he wants to head over there and eat some hay, that's fine by me. Today is going to be a shorter session anyways. Might just walk over here and see if he'll meet me. If he's not interested, that's okay. This is part of having a relationship with your horse. If you have a human friend and you want to go do something, but your friend doesn't want to do it, you have to respect that friend's decision and try and understand from their perspective why they might not want to go do that specific thing with you. And it's not for us to get angry at them or force them into doing whatever we want. Those are the moments that are for us to leave them to their decision, respect their decision, and move on with our friendship. I'm noting here that he has an itch on that right front leg. When we do continue the session, I might see if I can help him out with that. Looks like he's been scratching on it quite a bit today. He seems a little bit antsy, like something might have spooked him a little bit earlier today, and he's still hanging on to it a little bit. He keeps looking around. That's totally okay. It's normal. People really underestimate time just spent being with their horse. You don't always have to be doing something in order for your session with your horse to be beneficial. In fact, doing nothing with your horse furthers the relationship considerably more than doing anything. So if he wants to stand here, that's totally fine by me. I'm just going to hang out. And that's part of leadership, is doing what they want to do sometimes. If you only ever make the horse do what you want to do, you're not a leader, you are a dictator. And that's not what we're going for with these methods. It is a beautiful evening. I'm happy to sit here and enjoy it with him. And guys, this may seem boring or unproductive, but this is literally one of the most important things you could do for or with your horse, is just hang out with them. Now I also see that the bottom of his face is quite itchy. Right there, Sage made a noise over there and kind of startled him a little bit. That's okay. It happens. Does your horse hold water in their mouth when they drink it? Several of ours here, they like to hold it in their lips for about 15 seconds before they swallow it or drop it back out into the water tank. He thought about coming over, but wasn't too sure, and he makes his mind up to do so. You're okay, buddy. Boy, Sage is just really making a lot of noise over there with the tin on the shed. Trying to scratch himself. That's okay. It's not the greatest that it happens to happen right as I'm touching Sundancer, but I think we have enough trust and care built up that he'll realize that I'm not the one spooking him and come back over. He's a little weary of my stuff on the ground over there, so I might just meet him a little further over here. Just trying to get some of these gnats off of him, which he seems to enjoy. He actually put my hand over here. Might just go over his lips, get him used to my hand being there, so when we start to worm him, that's not a big deal. And I might just see if I can get this itch under here. Yeah. As you can see, he's really enjoying this. A hoof can't fit in between these jawbones like fingers can. So I'm sure that's a new feeling for him. Stress indicator, so I'll just move away here. And if he wants to return to eating his scraps off the ground, that's totally fine. A big part of having a relationship with your horse is simply bonding with them, which means just hanging out. If they come over and want some scratches, give them some scratches, let them go. I'm probably not even going to pick up the halter today. It's just going to hang out over there because I can tell he's a little bit on edge from whatever spooked him earlier and from Sage over there spooking him twice. So today we'll call it just a pure relationship building day, and this is all we're going to do. We're just going to kind of hang out. I might see if I can walk over to him and give him some scratches just to work on me approaching him a little bit. But if he shows me any stress indicators whatsoever, I'm immediately going to stop, and we're not going to continue with that process. So let's see how he does. I always like to extend my arm so he knows what's coming. His eyes are looking at me. He's looking at me, giving me permission to come in. And now he's just enjoying these scratches. Looks away, that's a stress indicator, which is my cue to leave. As I said, Sundancer really doesn't get antsy or worked up. He's just slightly more stressed than his baseline stress level that he usually has on a day-to-day basis, which also could be because it is slightly windy today. When things are blowing around and this orange stuff slaps the fence, sometimes it could add a little bit of anxiety to the horse. I love watching these Mustangs trip over these rubber bowls. It never fails. They step in them, on them, paw them, make them fly in the air. Okay, now here I just want to note he's standing really close to the fence. So if I were to try and approach him right now, even just to give him scratches, he would probably feel trapped because now he's sandwiched between the fence and me. So I'm not going to approach him right now. I might actually just stick out my hand and we'll see if he wants to come over. He might not. There's no stress and no expectations. We're just making an offer to give him some scratches if he wants it. See there? He flinched. Something spooked him. I didn't see anything. And these are the kind of behaviors that tell me he's slightly on edge today. It's okay though. Everybody has off days. Everybody has bad days. Everybody has days where they don't feel good. Everybody has days where they don't want to participate in things. So this is completely normal. And 100% fine. We need to learn to accept these things in the horse world instead of forcing both ourselves and our horses through a session that might not be beneficial for either of us. He looked at me, so I offered my hand to see if he wanted to come over for some scratches. He declined and continued eating his hay off the ground. Now, his hind end is pretty close to me here. So I'm making sure that I'm watching his facial cues so that I know if he begins to get uptight. You do not want to be kicked, especially by one of these Mustangs. We have built a fair amount of trust and care with one another, so I don't think he's going to try and kick me. However, if Sage were to make a noise over there at the wrong moment, or something over there scares him, he might, in the moment, for the consideration of his own safety, think that I'm the threat and kick out at me. But if I'm watching his facial cues, then I'll be able to tell if he's feeling uptight or stressed or tense, or if he's about to kick, or if he's remaining completely calm and relaxed, which he is so far. It's also good that he's placing me here as he's eating, because horses can't see directly behind their hindquarters. And this, when a horse turns their butt to you, typically that means leave me alone. However, he's very obviously just cleaning up his scraps from his dinner. So that's not what he's doing. He's not telling me to leave him alone. He's just eating scraps, and he can't see me right now, which means we do have some level of trust here. Usually if they're telling you to leave you alone, they're going to put their butt to you, but if you're behind them, you'll see their eyes turned over this way or over this way slightly, just so they're able to still see you back there in case they need to take action. I might just walk over here. Oh, I got a shoulder out. Did you guys see that? He stepped with his shoulder towards me, his head and his butt pointed away, which that is a leave me alone signal. So I'm going to respect that. As I said, it's normal for everyone to have bad days. It doesn't mean that your training's not working. It doesn't mean that your horse doesn't like you. It doesn't mean that they don't want to be around you. It just means not right now. He's thinking about coming over and decides not to. Once again, that's okay. Once his head is tilted back over to me, like this, I might see if I can just approach and offer some scratches. He invites me in. Enjoys his scratches. He twists himself into the strangest shapes when he gets scratches. It's so cute. Maybe he wants me to scratch under here again. This is offering him a service because he can't scratch this area by himself. So by me offering that to him, I'm contributing a little to this relationship and contributing to what he wants. And with that, I'm going to end today's session, and I'll see you guys in the next video.